So now that you have done the naming a thought meditation, this is a really important meditation, and it has a whole lot of lessons that we can learn from to understand the mind better and why this meditation works so well. And of course, I hope it worked very well for you. It works well for most people who try it. The interesting thing is that when we put an enormous amount of attention on our distraction, a really funny thing happens. And that is that distraction seems to just dissipate and disappear. And I want to describe or talk about the reasons why that happens. So, firstly, one of the most important things is that because we are allowing ourselves to think about distraction, we no longer have the same level of aversion when we get distracted. So if we're trying to keep our mind on the breath and a distraction comes, we feel, oh no, our meditation has been interrupted. And yet, when we are looking for distractions, then the distractions come and we invite them in, so to speak, or we just acknowledge them as being there and start using that as the meditation object. Now, by removing that sense of negativity from our mind, that helps us keep a calm mind. It's a little bit like that thinking and no thinking meditation that we did a lot earlier, where when you try to bring thoughts into your mind, then sometimes the thoughts just disappear. And the second learning from that is that if you identify with this powerful mindfulness, that is the watcher or the observer looking at those thoughts, then that by its very nature is disassociated, unattached, and really unjudgmental and unemotional looking at the event. So it's just observing it. Now, if you can resonate with that part of your mind that is unjudgmental and unjudging, that in itself, of course, reduces any emotion, because that part of you is not really that emotional. So by just simply observing it, you're locking into that part of your mind which is letting everything go. Anyway, recognizing it, understanding it's there, but not creating a story about it. And then the final lesson that I draw from this meditation as to why it works so well is that by creating a word out of the particular distraction, it's like you're freeze framing that distraction into a single label, and so you're taking it away from being a movie, and you're holding that distraction still for as long as 3 breaths, which is quite a long time. And in that time, by holding that movie, so to speak, still in your mind, then it allows the story to dissipate and your mind gets bored, and it's ready then to move on without getting captured by that thought. Contrast this to what we normally do when we're, say, lying in bed at night and a thought comes to us. We immediately identify with the thought, turn it into a story, and start feeling those feelings as if we're right there in that story, and even making the story worse than it already is. So this is a beautiful meditation. Try it. It could be one of your everyday meditations. And importantly, see if you can actually do this process outside of meditation. So whenever you have a chance at work, or when you're doing anything really, sewing or whatever, playing with the kids, try to repeat in your mind what it is that you're focusing on. It'll keep you in the present moment. It'll keep you really, really mindful, and you'll stay calm in whatever it is that you're doing.